The cost of power is one of the few major cost factors that drive the manufacturing sector, and so the promise for the generation of 5,000 megawatts into the national grid by the Jubilee government was received with excitement despite its ambitious nature. The commissioning of an additional 140 megawatts into the national grid seemed to be bringing this dream closer to reality.
We're talking about bringing down the cost from industry because fuel charge cost is a through cost to the customer of about 3.7 billion every month. And if you annualize that, you are looking at 44 billion Kenya shillings.
The addition of the 140 megawatts into the national grid is the second and final phase of the 140 megawatts Olkaria 1 power plant. The last phase of the 280 megawatt Olkaria geothermal power, and a move that is expected to further stabilize the cost of electricity in the country and lower the cost of living.
Electricity costs have been a huge component of industrial and household expenditure. Economic growth can be arrested by energy costs. My government is committed to reducing the cost of energy and the cost of production in order to accelerate development. By generating and injecting 280 megawatts, we have driven down electricity costs by the 30% that we had pledged last year. Manufacturers will have access to electric power at rates devoid of transmission costs. All special economic zones and export processing zones will also benefit from concessionary power rates in order to catalyze industrial production in our country. I believe this will lead to increased export production and expanded employment opportunities for our people.
And while East Africa still lags behind in regards to production of affordable and sustainable energy, the debate is however shifting into availability of energy and not quality, as evidenced by Rwanda's President Paul Kagame, who was a chief guest at the ceremony.
As we produce more electricity, as we continue to lower prices of electricity, what is expected is that the prices of other things, essential things, are also going to come down, go down. But is it automatic? Or maybe I propose that we always need to have a conversation between the government, industry and the business, and actually the citizen. Because we shouldn't have a situation where one will just assume everything is okay or dictate terms to the others. I think we create a healthier situation if we are able to speak to each other and reach some common understanding. Yes, clean energy is very important, and renewables are very important, and the example is what you have done here with the geothermal. But you see, we are coming from a position where much as we need to leapfrog, we can't say we have got to do things the way they were done 30, 40 years ago. Today, renewables are the way to go, so we will go renewable. But I don't think we should take too much time debating that, as we should take sufficient time to find ways in which we can be able to deliver electricity. Before it even becomes clean for me, it must be there.
Kenya's efforts at sustainable production of energy have enjoyed relative success and have seen the country's installed capacity increase to about 1,600 megawatts, and perhaps the reason it is now looking to export power to Rwanda.
It is also a golden incentive to international investors seeking the ideal home for their capital. We are now ready to start exporting electricity to our brothers and sisters in Eastern Africa. Through the Electricity Generation and Interconnectivity Framework, we are sharing in the spirit of East African solidarity and shared prosperity. The people of Rwanda are getting ready to import electric power and power transformation in their country as well.